Malaysia. Good morning from Kota Kinabalu in Sabah, Malaysia. It's a food destination here in the country.
Yeah, so today we're going to start our food tour. We're going to be doing several restaurants around Kota Kinabalu, which is really well known for its cuisine. A lot of it is seafood, but also a lot of it is not. They've got quite a variety here. As you can see, it is a beautiful day here today, which it usually is in Kota Kinabalu. So we're going to start our tour at a restaurant that Hala picked out that he hasn't told me about yet.
It's a big surprise for him.
No, it's not. It's not going to be that big of a surprise.
If you are familiar with Malaysian food, there's like slightly differences in kind of the Sabah flavor into the familiar dishes that you might have.
That you might know in Malaysia, yeah. So we're going to get started right now. I think we have about a 10-minute walk to our first place, and it's 11:30 in the morning right now. We haven't eaten breakfast yet, so we're both kind of hungry.
Absolutely.
All right.
Let's get it started.
All right, let's go.
All right, we finally reached our first stop. It is called Kedai Kopi Seng Hing, and this is one of the famous destination for foodies here in Kota Kinabalu. It's just right there. Makannya enak di sini?
Ya, enak.
Enak. Cabai, pedas.
Ya.
Pedas.
This is where we feast.
Ini sanyok nih.
Sanyok men.
Kono Maipan.
Seng Hing Kedai Kopi is famous for something is called the Nyuk Mian, which is basically a pork noodles. So we're definitely gonna have one, but they also have a lot of other stuff here, and all of these contains pork. It's pretty unusual for Malaysia.
I don't know what any of this is, and it's probably a good thing. But I think that this is not just regular pork meat. I think it's everything, every part of the pork. So let's grab some chopsticks and a spoon. Taste it. Well, that part's already delicious. Let's get a little bit of the broth. Broth is also delicious. I have no idea what this is. It doesn't look like it's a regular part of meat that I'm used to eating, but here it goes. Well, it falls apart in your mouth. I like this part better. Okay, so the pork noodles were really, really good there. I really enjoyed them a lot. When she first came to me, she asked me if I wanted innards and all, and I said, sure, I'm just gonna take it how the locals take it. I had a little bit of trouble with the innards. It's not that they didn't taste good, they tasted perfectly fine, but they might have been a little bit too innardy for me. It was definitely intestines. But the pork in this dish, you don't even have to chew it. It just falls apart in your mouth, and the noodles were delicious. So, successful breakfast.
And the pork noodle dish costs 9 Malaysian ringgit.
Okay, next up on our list is a place called Kedai Kopi Seng Hing, where we're gonna get something called fried egg noodles. I think it's called Tuaran. So that's what we're gonna do next. We've heard these are pretty good. And this is gonna be Halif's breakfast today.
My Tuaran Mee has arrived, and I just learned that Tuaran is, Jesus flies. Tuaran is actually a name of the place about 30 kilometers north of Kota Kinabalu. This is where the noodles was produced. This restaurant is also famous for several other dishes, and another one is the laksa from Kuching. All right, let's give it a try. Oh, very, very good. Not kidding. So the noodle comes with chunks of pork, and there's some vegetable and seared pretty quickly in the pan, but very, very tasty. It's really, really good.
Okay, Halif's raving about it, so I had to steal it from him. Believe it or not, that is so much better than pork innards. I love it. Really, really good.
This is so good, I have no problem in the next 10 days when we stay here, come here every single morning to eat it. This is absolutely highly recommended.
Yeah, I'm gonna agree with them. That's what you want right there. What's it called? Tuaran Mee. Get it.
Nothing left behind. Did I mention how good it was? It's only 8 ringgit. Come back again.
Wash your hands for 20 seconds after every meal, and every time you use the bathroom, the best way to beat coronavirus, or the best way to prevent it, for sure. Then trying to get into some good hand washing habits here. Well, it looks like I should have went when he did. Oops. Woohoo!
Level expert.
That worked out well because I played a lot of Frogger when I was a kid. I just got a shout out to Atari and things like that. I don't even know if Atari was Frogger.
Next on our list is Sri Lata Curry House, and this is definitely an Indian curry restaurant and one of the best here in Kota Kinabalu. So let's check it out.
Iya, iya. Dengan kari kambing.
Perfect, thank you. Thank you.
That's really good. Halaf asked me to explain what this is, but I don't really know. All I know is I ordered the chicken curry set, which comes with this chicken curry, and a whole bunch of vegetables that I had no idea were coming. And it's all served on a banana leaf, but look just freaking amazing. Oh my. The gravy they put on it is amazing. I told her to stop at about half the rice. I should have asked for the whole thing because just the gravy is delicious. And the roti.
Oh, roti.
I'm already very impressed. And I've only tasted the gravy and the rice, so.
This is actually sort of like all-you-can-eat buffet place, so you can keep adding rice and vegetables as you want. Although if you order some kind of meat, that's going to be an extra until you drop, really. Pokun Cafe for a little bit of dessert. I got my teh tarik, which is very hot. That's why it's called the teh tarik, because you have to pull it to make it cold. Colder. It's very sweet, I think. Woo. It is basically a tea with sweet condensed milk, and it is super sweet. Keeps you awake for sure.
I hate sweet drinks, but I haven't had this before, so I gotta try it. That tastes like sweet carnation condensed milk with tea in it. That's basically what it is. It's not bad though, I gotta admit.
Got my roti kawin, which is the marriage bread, and the funny thing is that this is not a very Kota Kinabalu specialty. This is a Malaysian thing. Although Kota Kinabalu has the kaya, coconut, egg, jam. Never heard such thing before, but I guess you mix coconut and eggs together and make jam out of it. It's just a regular white bread. I like it. This is a very coconut flavor that I absolutely love. And let's see whether Michael wants to try it.
It's not my favorite. It's like a butter patty that goes the entire length of the bread and just as thick. It's pretty bad. I mean, it's tasty, but it's a heart attack for 90 cents. If you happen to be around Kota Kinabalu on a Sunday, check out the Sunday market at Gaya Street. There, you'll be elbow to elbow with fellow visitors and locals alike. You can pretty much find everything being sold here at the market, including delicious Malaysian street food and snacks. But for us, we had our eye on a popular Kota Kinabalu restaurant along Gaya Street. All right, our next place we're stopping at is a place called Ipung Laksa. Obviously famous for laksa. The place is packed right now because it's Sunday market day and we managed to get a table. Anyway, Halaf got the laksa. I actually got chicken wonton soup and some dry noodles. And I think it's about time to dig in because I'm starving. Terima kasih. Terima kasih. I don't know what this is, but go for it. There's definitely a chicken wonton. It's really good. Happy with it. Okay, that's delicious.
And I have something that's called the Yifung Laksa, which is a specialty of this place, obviously. And laksa is the very Malaysian dish, a bowl of noodles with a curry, and then we get prawns, some kind of tofu, and eggs. Actually smells really good. I'm just gonna give it a try. Very, very good. It's a little bit acidic because I put some lime in it. Yummy goodness in a bowl. How about that? And nothing like ice cold Milo to refresh the day.
So the chef noticed that we were filming all this, and they brought me over an extra bowl of laksa, and I can understand why, because this stuff is delicious. It's really good. So now I don't have to taste yours. I got my own. So good. And he gave me more prawns. Well, that was not expensive at all. $23.30, I think it was, for 2 big meals and 2 giant coffees, which equals about $5.20. Amazing. That was awesome. So delicious. Finally, it was dinner time. We decided to head down to Kota Kinabalu's harbor to watch a gorgeous sunset and the bustling night food market, which is famous for fresh seafood and other delicious Malaysian street food.
Ini namanya apa Bu tadi? Lupa lagi.
Ini pulut.
Pulut.
So this lady is making me chicken satay and pulut. What is it called again?
Pulut.
Pulut panggan, which is a rice wrapped in a banana leaf. We think. I'm looking forward to this. It's going to cost about $9.50, which is about $2.25. A lot bigger than Indonesian satays, but without the yummy peanut sauce, which I'm going to miss. It's not Indonesian, but it's pretty good. Nobody really told me how to eat this stuff.
Oh.
Do you know, Hala? So far I just had a piece of dried chicken, so can't really judge it yet.